Is your school having problems with classroom management? Do you want to discipline your students in a way that will raise responsibility? Well, look no further. We have the product for you. Introducing Marvin Marshalls Discipline Through Raising Responsibility Handbook. This handbook will focus on 4 levels. These levels are A, B, C, and D. Teachers will use these levels to discipline their students and help to make them responsible in the process. Here's how it works. The first level is level A, which is the lowest level. In this level, students are chaotic and out of order. An example of this would be a student throwing a tantrum or throwing things across the room, making things unsafe for them and students around them. The second level is level B, which is bullying or bossing around. This can be a student who bothers or bosses around other students while they're trying to work or concentrate on something and they're being distracted by the student. They break laws and make their own standards. First 2 levels that I just mentioned are 2 behaviors that are not acceptable. These behaviors prompt negative feelings because they're undesirable and not permitted. Now on to our 3rd level, which is level C. This level is cooperation. Students cooperate, comply, and are considerate. The motivation for this level is pleasing others. If they were to receive a reward for doing something good, for a good behavior, then they're most likely to repeat that behavior because of the reward. Now, if they have consequences for a bad behavior, then they'll be most likely to avoid that behavior because of the consequence. 4th and last level, which is our highest level, is level D. And D stands for displaying responsibility. Okay, so the students in this level will develop self-discipline. They will be showing responsibility, of course, and they will be doing good just because it is the right thing. Their motivation is internal compared to level C where it was external, meaning that their motivation is for their self-esteem. So these levels are the foundation for discipline in our learning system. They are continuous, so they're used whenever problems occur, or actually before the problems occur. And this way, students are motivated to be responsible and do the right thing just because it is the right thing to do. The intent for this model was to encourage individual responsibility. This model will help students to do what is right, regardless of temptation or influences by their peers. Marshall believes all students are inclined to behave responsibly, but they just need the guidance to do so. And the teacher is there for the guidance. This model is maintained by teaching students about levels of social development. Students will reflect on their personal behavior, encouraging them to make responsible decisions and helping them to realize or notice destructive influences from their own peers and influences. Our first phase is phase 1, which is teaching. In this phase, students learn the 4 levels of development, which are A, B, C, and D levels. In phase 2, we have asking. In this phase, we will be checking for understanding. In phase 3, we have eliciting. This would be guided choices. You could elicit consequences or rewards, depending on the behavior. So I hope this infomercial has helped you to realize that classroom management through Marvin Marshalls Discipline Through Raising Responsibility will help discipline your students in a way that would help them to also build self-responsibility. And they can use this throughout the rest of their school education year and beyond that.